Hello everyone, good morning and welcome in Let's Connect with Prerna. My today's live conversation is with Minakshi Khurana ma'am and I'm inviting her. She's principal of BGS Vijnathan School, Greater Noida, and I have invited Minakshi ma'am to join for the conversation. Hi ma'am, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Is it
Am I audible?
okay now? Yeah.
Yes,
Hi.
yes.
How are you?
Good ma'am, I'm
Hi.
good. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. So welcome everyone once again. My today's live conversation is with Minakshi ma'am, principal of BGS Vijnathan School, Greater Noida. Welcome ma'am. So ma'am, as my series is on post lockdown scenario, so my first question जो मैं आपसे पूछूंगी that is like, are you noticing like in school, if we talk about any peer group, be that class 1 to 5th, 5th to 10th or 10 to 12, like the senior block, are there any behavior related changes post lockdown?
Yeah.
I think
There,
after 1.5 years, they're coming to school. That normal, that normalcy is coming back. So yeah, you were
yeah.
saying
It is
something.
coming. Yes, it is coming back, but there is a huge difference. First of all, they have come after 2 years almost. So
Yeah,
some of them joined even first time to the school. If I talk about upper KG or I talk about some nursery children, we just had managed to come for a day or so, and then we went for lockdown. So behavior wise, children are children, of course, not too much of a change, but change in terms of acceptability, in terms of the norms of the school. They are very
yeah,
casual. With online teaching, they had become very casual with the teachers. So, so they are still very casual. They don't understand, that school is a formal place, and then discipline is there, and and then and then learning to live together. Sharing is a norm. So for them, because they have lived in their own spaces for 2 years, so
yeah,
social emotional numbers has really gone down, I'll ask, because they have not gelled socially with each other. So many children are finding it difficult to gel socially, I'll rather say. Like, for
yeah,
example, if somebody would, probably touch them or would say something, they have become oversensitive. So dealing with them is not easy. And then they're very easy to take away with their, maybe your classwork, homework. Some of them, I'm not saying all. Those who are sincere are always sincere. But the children whom we could, manage to groom them over the years, there something is lacking. Writing skills have gone down. So there are changes. It
I
will
think
take one
focus
academic year.
also, you know,
Yes.
focus also,
Yes.
because I see a lot of kids, their feedback is that, ma'am, we couldn't, sit for a longer time. I mean, we start getting irritated, our mind is
Okay.
struggling, like that.
They are out, actually they are out of their cages. We always say, they are outside their cages. So, you can get anything done by saying just one thing, that we will go online, and they don't want to go online. They want
Yeah,
to come back to school, they want to be with friends. So that is why the energy level is very high,
yeah,
and they're very happy coming to school because they are their true self there. Whatever said and done under the scrutiny of the parents, if you have to do an online class or an exam, it's not the same as coming to school and having an independent life. So there is a lot of change, but I'm sure things are improving. I've seen within the last month, things have become quite better. Children have started following instructions. If I talk about junior kids, senior kids are taking some time because they are, suddenly, they have, started gelling with each other and, mixing with each other, talking to each other. They don't want the teachers around, if, even if they are walking in the corridors in the, say, lunch break and all that. So they don't want that. So they want that they should be free now to talk to each other. So otherwise, I think it's all about Darwin's theory
yeah,
that
yeah. As you said,
uh,
Meenakshi ma'am, if you talk about the group, like, who are coming to the school for the first time, students who were supposed to be in the school when they were like 3, are coming to school at the age of 5, right? For
yeah,
them, that atmosphere, that compound, asking them to sit in the class, I think that needs a lot of techniques and skills for the teachers also to get hold
yes,
on them.
yes,
So what do you
yes.
have to say here?
Actually,
Because
Yes, you're right, Prerna, because as you know, it's not only the students who need time to gel, it's the teachers, in fact, even the
Yeah.
staff as well. So many staff members initially were not able to gel with the online system when we went to lockdown. Similarly, there are some staff members who are finding it difficult to come back to the physical school now, because physical school demands are very different from online demands. Both are
Absolutely.
demanding one way or the other, but physical schools, there is a lot of energy level that you need, a lot of focus that you need with the kids, so some of them are finding it difficult now to cope up, because still the whole world has not come back to normal,
Yeah.
still work from home culture is still there, so it's very difficult for them. So I have seen that many teachers, they are finding it difficult to gel with the physical world, because the work pressure is more, at home they didn't have, that kind of copy correction the way now it is there, or to be with the kids all the time, or to take care of the discipline all the time. It was one kid on the screen and the parents were sitting most of the time, even especially for a junior school. But
Yeah.
now it's a whole lot. So, and even the teachers are finding it pressure. So you have to be with the children, just like you are with your own kids, and with the teachers also, just like your own sisters, just like your own mothers. So there is a lot of, I think, spiritual quotient that is required. You need a lot of spirituality to gel with the changes that are coming around you.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it doesn't come by
yeah.
workshops do make a difference, but yes, one-to-one interaction makes a lot of change, I
Different.
feel.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as I've asked that, I mean, are teachers following any special techniques, skills, or like, I mean, does the institution administration is taking care of such an environment where,
Yeah.
the kids who are coming school for the first time, like,
Yeah,
we are considering their,
initially, yes, we did adopt some techniques. Like for the first week, we had just playway methods. So they were not actually going and studying. So we had already organized activities for them, so that gelling was there. The first week was, mainly about, we reduced the timings. So initially we started a bit late, and we finished our school little early. And then the main focus was, the transport coming and going. That was difficult for them, especially for the toddlers, it was difficult. They didn't remember their names also at times, because they're not used to telling their names also. So the names, and then the bus numbers, to remember the bus numbers for teachers, because initially, what happens when the schools were always physical, it was only the new admissions or probably the nursery class that was new. Rest of the school was, functional. But right now, what has happened, like mine is a new school. I'm a founder principal. So when I went to lockdown, I had around 200 kids. Now I have more than 850 plus kids now. So it was suddenly, everything was very new for everybody. So it took some time, I'll say. So a lot of training sessions were required for teachers, a lot of discussions, we used to have at every step. So a lot of Zoom meetings, sorting out each and every issue, sorting out, changing yourself, changing strategies. So it took around 10-15 days. But then luckily things are coming back to normal, and the wheels are now rolling. Another some
yeah,
time,
I
and
mean,
I think we'll be on track.
COVID has taught everyone, like, everybody is thinking out of the box, and then they are implementing, because,
Yeah.
everything has to actually keep rolling, it's like you have to move forward.
The teachers did need a training on how to handle children, especially the challenging behavior, especially children with special needs. That was a big challenge for us, because they had not come to physical schools, and then for them it was difficult for other children to be sensitized to these children. That was a big task. So there were challenges, and there are still challenges, I'll not say, especially when it comes to writing skills, especially when it comes to, making them disciplined in assembly, or maybe in the sports arena, or during the lunch breaks. So you have to be on your toes all the time. So that is there. So we were told, the teachers, that you have to make your, instructions very clear. So they were not used to. So regularly you have to keep giving your instructions, So they
Yeah.
should know what are their expectations. So once every day they know their expectations, so that will get drilled into them. This is what my teacher expects. And we made common expectations, so that, they don't have to remember that this teacher wants this and this teacher wants this kind of work. So that is how we work together. Depending on the age group, we had our own instructional methodology, where we conveyed it to the parents, conveyed it to the children, this is what is expected. And we went slow on it. So even, you know, starting with your academics also, we went slow. We did more of, you know, I did marvelous Mondays and thrilling Tuesdays and wonderful Wednesdays and that kind of activities we did, so that, you know, they were wanting to go for sports and music and dance, because physical activity was more important.
Yeah.
So, so it's like kind of challenging, but then I think it was rewarding as well, you know.
Right. Minakshi ma'am, if I ask you about holistic learning, I've been listening to this particular word a lot these days, where I have a thought that, for 1.5 years, students were confined to, with their families. They were all at home, learning new things, because, when you are at home, you learn so many things, like from your gestures to the way you have to talk to, greeting your elders. I think holistic learning is all about it, but still, all of us, we feel that's missing. What do you have to say here for holistic learning, in particular if we talk about schools?
See, holistic learning in school is, if you ask me, it is not only the physical, mental, social development. It is more about, spiritual and emotional quotient. You know. So it is social emotional numbers need to be really good when I talk about holistic learning. It's not about what you study in books. It is what is beyond the books that is more important. It's about life skills. So when we say holistic learning, it is actually life skills. So whether you are groomed enough so that tomorrow you can gel into the world or into the workplace where you are going. So that kind of life skills are very important, you know. So that, of course, we tried our best, because I did not stop at anything that we used to do in the physical, except, a little bit things. Otherwise, in my school, we were doing all kinds of activities, be it spiritual activities, be it, talks from various scriptures, or whether it was giving them values or ethics, or, how to even be organized. So we were doing lot during online teaching as well. So depends on how you take it. Apart from, I think, the physical connect, and apart from, I think, doing group projects and in doing sharing things, otherwise I think the schools, I think at least my school was doing quite a bit during online as well. So switching for most of the children from online to physical was not difficult at all. But yes, in terms of some of them, we have seen that yes, when it talk to holistic, so that, they have learned to live alone, kind of a thing. So when you say holistic means I am good at all areas of my life. I can handle myself. I am aware of myself. I am aware of my strengths, my weakness, how to, improve upon them. So that is one area where, we really still have a challenge, because many teachers are coming to me and telling me that, ma'am, they do not know, they don't listen to each other, or they are very intolerant towards each other. That has grown, I'll say. They have become intolerant to each other. They have humor has gone somehow. That humor is missing, that little bit. Okay, fine, if a child is playing some prank, it's okay, but now if you play prank, so they take it very seriously, and more than that, more than the children, the parents take it very seriously.
Yeah.
So in fact, I had thought COVID would teach all of us to be more patient. Somehow, honestly, I feel that it's not like that. Parents have also
I mean,
become very oversensitive. So
ma'am, am I
I
audible?
think we.
Your voice is.
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am, you're audible. Your video is not coming to me.
Okay, but then video is playing. Maybe some internet connection, probably.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. From I can see my video. I can't see your video. In fact,
Yeah, so
I think.
my end also. Anyways, I'll just fix it up. Your audio is fine, but video is missing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so you were saying something, ma'am.
No, I was saying this thing only, that, so in fact, all of us needs to be, a bit more patient, a bit more, I think, sensitized towards the needs of each other, more empathetic, I
Yeah.
think. And I think it will take, I think after break, we are almost going for summer break. So after summer break, I think we should be coming back to normal things.
I think there is something with the net. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, Prerna. Yeah,
ma'am,
because from my end, it
what would,
seems to be quite okay.
okay. So yeah, so ma'am, your message, while I conclude, and I've been talking about my book also, that it mentions the journey of teachers. Before I conclude, your message to all teachers community, because I think that they are into a 24/7 kind of a work style where they're receiving the WhatsApp text, questions, doubts, and they're like working after their school hours also. So like it's not a off for them after 2:33 p.m. It's like working, just taking an hour's gap and then again working. What do your message to all teachers?
See, when you enter the teaching world, one thing you have to remember is that teaching profession is no longer 6 hours job now.
Yeah,
Okay, so it is 24 into 7 because we are nurturing a society, whether we believe it or not. We play a big role in creating society. Why? Because we are nurturing kids. So somewhere, even if we are able to touch few kids in our lifetime, that will make a lot of difference. If you are today, what I see in the world or the society changes that we see around us are because these changes are not sudden. They have come to us over the last 10, 15 years, and
yeah,
somewhere we have played a role in that also. Like we teachers have become more I think non-formal with the children, and then lot of changes have come up. So my message to all teachers would be that first of all you accept that yes, there are it is a 24 into 7 job, okay, and whether we like it or not, we have to spend time with kids, and you have to be open, though we can keep our rules and regulations there. So first of all is acceptance, and the second is the will to make a difference.
I think
As
that's
it is said that one book, one pen can change the whole world. So it can actually change the world because it can change the outlook of children. The parents look up to the teachers, and
yeah.
my message to my teachers or to the entire teaching community is teach your kids in the school not as a profession but like your own kids. You may be their buas, you may be their aunts, you may be their masis. If you teach,
Ma'am, your video is for, yeah, I can hear you.
yeah, yeah. So I think if you teach them like your own kids and understand them like your parents, then there will be no problem.
Yeah,
How I want my kid to study in a school. If I keep that in mind, I'll never go wrong. When I'm doing my copy correction, when I'm teaching, when I'm going beyond the textbook, when I'm talking about holistic development, I want my child.
yeah.
I'm sorry. So I want my child to be groomed in a certain way. So if I keep that in mind, my teaching will never go wrong.
Right, right.
Okay, so that's important. It's like Buddha's story when Ajat Shatru was asked, and he went to Lord Buddha and said that now that I have become your follower, how do I handle my kingdom? Because nobody listens to me.
Yeah,
And then his father also asked him the same question, Lord Buddha, that now that you give me one tip how to handle my kingdom. Lord Buddha said, handle your kingdom the way a father handles his family. So I think the same principle applies to me as a principal if I'm talking about my staff, my children, or my teachers handling my children.
yeah. I think that's very
Okay, so that is where this is the locus of control is within me only. It's not outside. So if I handle things patiently, if I understand that yes, there are changes, lot of changes have come over the last 2 years, and I accept them and I work around them, then I'm sure I'll not lose my way.
yes, absolutely. So thank you so much, Minakshi ma'am, for giving me your time and coming live with me today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and it was very, very nice, interacting with you. Am I audible?